Yo, we back with a stacks and bats, man. Dude, I just wrapped up my pitching video, and where I recommended Chris Sale and Mike Clevenger. And then I started looking, and I think I do have a little interest in this late game, man. With Tanner Roark and Jeremy Hellickson. These are actually two pitchers, man, that they don't have perfect matchups by any means, but I think they could cause a little damage, man. Especially Roark, he's been okay. Hellickson, he's just a big pitcher, and he has some decent stuff, man, like a 96 mile per hour fastball. If Bryce Harper's not in the lineup, we could definitely maybe try to take advantage. No, I'm tripping. Never mind. I didn't mention them guys for a reason. I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm making a stand. Mike Clevenger, Chris Sale, man. That's all I'm using tomorrow, dude. Because the more I think about it and the more I try to talk myself into it, I don't like it, man. Because Washington bats are way too hot. Philly bats, they're getting hot and they're gonna get hot. I'm telling you. I like the bats tomorrow for them. But all right, look, top stacks, man. We gonna get it real quick. Top stacks for me, definitely some of these Mets bats. They going up against a young buck, man. This gonna be his first start. Well, not first start, but first start this season. He went to the minor leagues, was trying to get his stuff right, and Urena. Man, I don't know. Like he was actually okay last year, man. Pretty decent, man. But I don't think he might not be ready for the spot, dude. And from the stuff we seen last year, K rate very low. Nothing to be afraid of. And these Mets are starting to heat up, man. I like some of these lefties. And Conforto, Bruce, Curtis Granderson is starting to roll. Pay attention to him. Yeah, man. So I like the Mets bats. Their team total is at 4.6. I think they're in a really good spot. Game stack, a game I think we can definitely look at is going to be what I might do in this Atlanta-St. Louis game. I might do an all lefty stack, man. I'm talking Carpenter. Well, I won't be able to do it on Fanduel or DraftKings, because I think Matt Carpenter, I don't think he's third base eligible anymore. Damn, I wanted to do Freeman and Carpenter. I'll have to choose between them, man. But Nick Markakis, Inciarte, all these left-handers, Wong, Adams, like we could attack all these spots, man. And you can even, like, Dexter Fowler's in a good spot if he plays. He was dealing with an injury. He should be back tomorrow. Adonis Garcia, he hit a 3-run bomb tonight. Maybe that's an indication that he's starting to put it together. I know he's been making solid contact. Anytime you see people starting to string together contact and then they finally get that long ball, I always try to key in on them. And Matt Carpenter is a perfect example of that. I believe he went deep in his last 2 or 3 games. He's starting to get it rolling, man. But I like this game as a game stack for sure. I like both sides. Matt Kemp, you can never overlook him regardless of the handiness. Yeah, man. So I like them as a nice stack. I like these Pittsburgh Pirate bats against Zach Davies. We all know he's trash. We could definitely look at some Josh Bell. That's another first base option. Can't overlook McCutchen. Polanco's definitely in play. And then you can look to the bottom of their lineup for some cheapies. I like Travis Shaw tomorrow. Thames is in play. Another first base option. I think that'll do it for them. Who else, man? Baltimore, I like them as a stack. Definitely in play. Katana's been, man, he's been pitching out of his mind too. If I had a third option on pitcher, it would have to be Katana, man. He's just been balling, dude. Like, I don't think anybody could have called this, man. Like, he's really been pitching really well. In just every aspect, man. He's been holding runners. He's been working out of trouble. The K's have been there. Limiting the long ball. But tomorrow, we can throw that out the window. We definitely can, man. I think these Baltimore bats are starting to get it rolling. If I can do Chris Sale, if my dollars will allow this, I would love to do Chris Sale and 1 through 4, man. 1 through 4 as a Baltimore stack is one of my lineups. I think they're in play, man. Big time, going up against the left-hander. Machado, Jones, Trombone, Joey Richard, man, they're all in play. Mancini, JJ Hardy. JJ Hardy, he's iffy, man, but if he gets a nice fastball, he will crush it, man. Like, he crushes fastballs. He has one of the highest velocity rates on fastballs, surprisingly. I couldn't have called that. But he's a decent punt play if you're looking for some value. And if you want to do a lower half stack with some Mancini, Hardy, Pena, like that's in play too. I did that with Boston in my early slate, man, with little Young, Leon, and Mitch Moreland, and that was pretty decent. But I had some zeros, man. I had some goose eggs too. Batista let me down big time. I was upset about that. But anyways, man, that's all I'm talking about. Old stuff, man. I don't care about that. Cause we bouncing back tonight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Boston bats are definitely in play. They're going up against Santana. Some regression has to come soon, man. It's only a matter of time. This dude is pitching out of his mind. 6 innings, 7 strikeouts. 7 innings, 6 strikeouts. 0 earned runs. 1 earned run. 1 earned run. 0, 0. 9 innings. Like, he's pitching out of his mind. Maybe the day is tomorrow. Maybe the day is tomorrow, man. Boston, they got it rolling today, man. Anytime you get a team to jump on a team like that at the beginning of a series, it's kind of a mental game, man. You can look for that to continue to roll. We'll have to see though. Now Santana wouldn't be my first option to target because we have some young bucks and some people in their first starts. And first starts this season that we can definitely attack before him. But, we can definitely look at some of these Boston bats. I would see, like, man. I really do like Danny Duffy as a pitcher, man, and that's where I struggle with. I really do struggle with that. But I like these Cleveland bats as well, man. I really do. I respect Danny enough not to do an all-out stack against Cleveland, if that makes sense. But I think we could definitely look for some one-offs, man. If you want to do a little Edwin, a little Brantley or Cisco or Santana, Kipnis, like they all have good players, man. But I wouldn't do an all-out. I wouldn't do an all-out stack against Danny Duffy because I do respect him as a pitcher, even though he's been struggling. But, just like Santana, I said regression is coming. Same thing for Duffy, man. He's going to turn it around. He's better than his numbers are showing right now. And it's only a matter of time. I don't know if tomorrow is that day. It could be. Like, tomorrow could be the day where Danny Duffy has 10 Ks, 2 earned runs, and goes 8 innings. It could be because he hasn't been going deep in his games. But he's been playing against the White Sox, dude. They've been getting on his nerves, man. They've been getting under his skin. But anyways, man, I don't as far as bats, man, I'm not going too far in this game because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use Mike Clevenger. Well, I'm not pretty sure. I am gonna use him. So I don't want any of the Royals bats. And like I said, I respect Duffy enough not to, just go at his neck. So I'm gonna let this game ride a little bit. Now this next game, dude, this is gonna be the late hammer for the early games. I love me some Washington Nationals, man. We could look for a national stack. They're definitely in play against Hellickson. Hellickson is a decent pitcher. Has a pretty decent fastball. He likes to speed it up. If Harper's in the lineup tomorrow, he's definitely in play. But if I pay up for Chris Sale, I won't be able to get him, unfortunately. I don't want to have a lopsided lineup. So somebody realistically that I would be looking at from this game, maybe I could squeeze in a little Taylor, and feel comfortable with that. Taylor's been playing pretty decent. Has the stolen bag upside. Depending on the money, man. Depending on the money, I would either get Murphy or Zimmerman. More than likely, it's not going to be Zimmerman because I've already named about 5 first basemen that I like. Damn, my light just went off. I already named about 5 first basemen that I like. So it won't be Zimmerman. And then for Philly side, man, I think we could go with Tanner Roark. He's iffy. He's iffy most of the time. Damn, dude, I wish my light didn't go out. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I'm almost done. He's iffy, man, but if he's on, he will dominate. If he's on, he will get it. We could definitely look at a little... we could look at Altair if he's in the lineup. I like Herrera, Big Tommy Joseph, Michael Saunders. I think he's in play. And yeah, man, I think that's going to do it, man. So stacks, we're going to be looking at, I'm going to give, now that I just talked through them, I'm going to give you my top stacks, man. My number one stack, if I had to put a number on it, would be the Mets. Just because they're going up against a young buck. The Mets have been rolling. Implied run total is 4.6. I like them. Number 2, I would say I would say Baltimore probably. I like Baltimore a lot, man. I think they're really, because we all know Baltimore, sooner or later, we're going to see them putting up 12 runs almost every night, dude. They get it going. They're really top heavy, man, in their lineup. And Jonathan Scope is a really good bat. And then they added Mancini. Man, they're deep, dude. They're really deep. I would put them as my second stack. And then next team, I would say some of these Rays bats, man. I didn't even talk about them, I don't think. But I think Rays bats are in play going up against a reliever pitcher. It's his second year. He's not that proven. I think his claim to fame, he struck out Big Papi a couple times. He don't have much to go off of. Who else, man? I would go ahead and call it, I don't want to say Washington, man, because I know I'm not going to be able to afford them, man, because I'm going to get Chris Sale. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to just, look, my top team stacks are going to be Mets and the Orioles, and then I wanted to save these as my game stacks, but Milwaukee Pirates and then Cardinals and Atlanta, those are my game stacks, man. I'm going to have a lot of players from these 2 games in particular because they're a lot cheaper. I can afford these guys. So yeah, man, that's going to do it. Top stacks, Mets and Orioles. Top game stacks, Milwaukee versus Pirates, and then Cardinals versus the A's. Not the A's, the Braves. Mainly the Braves, man. I love their stadium with these left-handers, man. We gotta attack that. Hopefully this video helped, man. Hopefully we can cash out tomorrow. If y'all have anything, hit me up on Twitter. Bless up. Let's get it.